Hello and welcome to Law and Order SVU here on FANVERSATION. I am Yael Tygiel. This is Taylor Gates. Hello, Taylor.
It sure is. Hello. I just want to say, I know you wear those headphones not every day, but like it's giving Easter Bunny chic, and I think that's just really appropriate.
So,
I know you don't celebrate Easter. I'm just saying the rabbit, it just feels festive.
it's cat, first of all. But
I know, but it's just giving spring.
All right, I'll allow it. Thank you, Taylor. Happy Easter, happy Passover, and Ramadan Mubarak, I believe is how it's said.
Love that. Love it when they intersect.
Yes, every 33 years they intersect, apparently. That's what the internet tells me.
I thought last year it intersected too.
I mean, Passover and Easter coincide because they're literally inspired. Well, one's based on the other, but yes.
Okay. I mean, irrelevant. I knew that. Listen, I knew that.
Not the podcast for this, but also, and I think this is the most important of all of it, Tuesday is Taylor's birthday.
That is the most important announcement that we have, actually. Thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome. Yes, that is important. It's on my notes to make sure I mention it. Also, hi, everybody. We're so glad to be back. I've apologized. I released a little 45-second. I don't know if you know this, Taylor. I released a podcast, 45 seconds, apologizing for us being late and not doing episodes and promising that we would return because it had been weeks and we had disappeared.
Yeah. March was a time, but now we're in April and things are going to calm down a little bit.
Yes. So we're back. I promise we will do the episodes that we missed. In fact, next week we're going to do 2 episodes. We're going to do episode 15 and 16. And then the week after we'll do episode 17. And then we'll be back when episode 19 returns. So as I promised, we will not finish the season without all the episodes. Okay. If you're new here, welcome. This is the SVU podcast, and we want to make sure that if you need help, you have the resources. Please reach out to RAINN. Their number is 1-800-656-4673. That is 1-800-656-4673. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even look at it. I just rattled off numbers. I finally got it.
Well, I'll tell you another thing. It spells hope.
It does spell hope. Look at that. Also, if you're new here and you're like, oh, an SVU podcast, let me stop you right there. We say some shit. I'm going to say some shit. I believe some shit will come out of my mouth. Consider this your content warning, especially with this episode. Well, especially with all the episodes, but definitely with this episode. This is season 24, episode 18, Bubble Wrap. Taylor, what did you think about season 24, episode 18, Bubble Wrap?
Here's the thing. It had so much potential. You have Michelle Gomez, of all people, playing this role. And I just feel like we could have gone more all in. You know what I'm saying? So many things. I'm like, what? Obviously, yes, the mother and her son are sleeping together. Obviously, which we called from the beginning. If you're me. Duh. But why is she dressed like she's in the 1960s? I want to know that.
Yes.
That. I just feel like that was never really touched on.
Why she was all of a sudden a 50s housewife?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm here for it, but why though?
Hilarious. I agree. I actually really enjoyed this. I loved this. This was so wild.
Oh, yeah.
I agree that there's so much that could have been explained or gone further. I have notes that are in all caps because I was shouting in my notes. So this episode was wild. I didn't realize that you were familiar with Michelle Gomez because
I watched Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And so
I see. Yes, I forgot that she was in
very familiar with her sexy evil ways.
So I am familiar with Michelle Gomez from Doctor Who, which is, I would say, the place that got her international notoriety. And then she went on to do not Chilling Adventures. Oh, she was in Doom Patrol on HBO Max, which also was a really fun, Michelle Gomez is incredible, and this role should have been turned up to an 11. Like, this was too subtle for
I agree.
her.
I agree. I was like, wow, this is like, it's not only Michelle Gomez, it's Michelle Gomez playing a crazy, like, horrible MILF. Like, love it. Like, that's exactly my brand and I'm here for it.
Right.
But like, why are we doing other stuff then? Like, let her be in every scene doing everything. She just, like, you know what I mean? Like, give me more of that.
I want to give some actor shout outs while we're at it. So yes, Michelle Gomez, incredible. If you're not familiar with her work, get on it. Taylor, I'm actually so glad that you are familiar with her, because literally I went, oh, if Taylor doesn't know where she's about to fall in love.
Oh, I know. I was very well aware. And because I've been traveling, I've been doing so much stuff. I saw that she was going to be on it on Twitter like 2 days ago. I was like, excuse me? First of all, I'm so excited. And then the episode started and this was the character she was playing. I was like, oh, okay, like, here we go, like, rich, horrible, meat, like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. I also have to give a shout out. Joseph Cross, who played Martin, first of all, friends. Repeat offender, obviously. And if you are not the person who watched this and went, excuse me, that is Adam Nesbitt. Where have you been? He is from season 5, episode 16, Home, which is the episode where they find a kid eating out of the trash. And then it turns out that at home, he's not being like fed real food because his mom is like, no, it's got to be like only I don't know, organic, whatever. And then it turns out that like she says that her husband was murdered and that her older son was taken into foster care and that he's been like, he was assaulted and murdered, but it turns out that he's not. Guys, great episode. Please go check that out. So seeing him return was incredible. But I'm going to say yes.
I was just like, so like, I obviously, and I think that was like an intentional mislead in the cold open.
Oh, that it seemed like they're a couple.
Yeah. And also I was like, how old is this guy? Like, I could not for the life of me. And I feel like he was 32, no? Is that correct?
Okay, so let me say this then. I'm sorry. How dare you, SVU, to tell me that this man is 32 when he looks much older than me and I am older than 32.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up and he is older than me.
Yeah. Well, I thought,
how dare you make me feel like shit about myself, SVU?
2 things to say about that. The first one is that I definitely misheard them and I thought they said he was 22 and I was like, what? I was like, no offense, but like, there's no way. And so I was watching it through the lens of that and I was like, I don't. And then they said 32 and I was like, okay, I must have just misheard that. Second of all, I'm sorry. I feel like it was very realistic though. If you are a rich, look at Prince William. He is not, and he's got the ball. It was giving me that, you know what I mean? The filthy rich, they age quickly.
Okay, but I was like, how dare you
tell
me that I'm older than this person?
I was like, I see it.
This actor is older than me. I looked it up. He is older than me.
Yeah.
That really hurt, SVU.
But you know what I mean? Like milk, you know, like milk. They age like milk. But, and that's what I think they were trying to, the commentary. But also I was like, wow, Michelle Gomez is old enough to have a 32-year-old. I guess.
She looks so good.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so.
Yeah. So we have people
looking that up.
Look that up. We have people in the chat joining us. Thank you for being here. Taylor Strickland says, hello, girls. Happy Easter. It's also Passover. Thank you, Taylor. Happy Easter. Strong Girl Army. Howdy, ladies. And I got that they were mother and son from the talk. I'm going to say this. The scene with the therapist, the writing, it's like poetry. Who talks like that? Who talks like that?
They do. If you're a billionaire, yeah, you do.
You talk like poetry?
Yeah.
I was like, this is fuck therapy. Somebody write this down. This is books. This is like a page a day affirmation shit.
Yeah. True.
I loved it. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Stronger
saying.
lawmakers.
I agree. I was like, they're doing so well, like satirizing the.
It was great. I have more shout outs. Eugene, who is just in the scene at the beginning, he's the guy taking the photo on the iPad and then goes upstairs to have sex with Connie. Eugene is
wouldn't, you know?
Yes, Eugene is played by Chris Cardozo. And I, to that, say hello. Also,
and good for you. And good for you.
And good for you. But also, hi.
Maybe you say hi.
I say hi for me.
I say good for you.
Also, we have Elaine Samuels, I believe is Martin's lawyer, played by Frances Turner. Also to her, I say hello.
Hello. Hello.
And then Elena Surgener, who played Mona. Really great performance on that one as well. Yes, really, really good performances all around. Great episode. Let's keep going. So speaking of Mona, when he's assaulting her, the transition to "I got you, babe," jarring.
Yeah,
jarring.
The whole thing. I have to say, the whole opening was just like, damn. Like, they really went hard on the opening. There's so much happened. Like, honestly, an episode's worth of stuff happened in that opening.
You know, it's wild. I have it noted at the 30-minute mark. It's Mona's death. So much happened.
Yeah.
Before Mona dies, and we're only halfway through the episode.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Face up.
I was really impressed with how much we got through because, right, we met them. We have the assault. We then deal with like the ROR he's gonna, Carice can take the grand jury. Her roommate pulls out. Like, all of this is happening.
Oh, the roommate. I fucking love
before she dies.
Yeah.
And then and then it switches gear to the poisoning, right? So like up until that point, it's the rape, and then it becomes the poisoning. Talk to me about the roommate.
I just like loved his vibe. He just had the greatest energy. He was just living his life.
That is Nick Alexander, who played Stanton.
Stanton, what a name. I would want to see Stanton again.
I want to understand the apartment situation.
Sure,
because
agree.
They were roommates, and then they got paid off enough that they could both move out. It's been what, days? Do you know how long it takes to move?
Well, maybe they're really good movers with the money.
I mean, all right, fine, I'll allow it.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous apartment.
When Benson goes to arrest Martin and he's in bed cuddling, I was expecting Muncie or somebody to be like, "What the hell?" and Benson to be like, "It happens." Yeah, because this is not the first time.
Yeah, seriously.
I was like, "Oh yeah, she's seen this a lot."
Yeah, that really did happen.
Which is the best, because later, when she says Munchausen by proxy is a thing, I went, "Yes, it is. You've seen 2 cases of it.
Yeah,
guaranteed."
His asthma was, rough.
Strong Girl Army says, "I'm moving currently. It takes ages to move by yourself." Yeah, well, maybe if you had a giant payday.
Maybe if Michelle Gomez paid you off, you wouldn't.
Oh man, Michelle Gomez could do a lot of things to me.
Period. So true.
Yeah, paying me off is one of them, but I'd prefer what she did to Eugene. For those on the audio version, Taylor's making a face.
One that's like, "Me too, bestie."
You got to speak up. People's got to hear you.
Well, then maybe you guys should watch the podcast too.
Okay, I'm moving on with the story. What did you think about this murdering through coke situation?
I was here for it. Like I said, I feel like it took away from like the fun. Like, it didn't take away from it, but like with the guy who was in charge of the house. I was like, okay, but like bring me back to our main characters. Like I miss them. But it was clever.
You mean Henry Caputo,
Yes.
played by Louis Belletta.
Yeah, I mean it was fun, but I was like, but like show me the like the scenery chewing evil. You know what I mean? Like go back to that. But it was like clever.
It's interesting because later, when Benson is like, Martin's a victim, and Creasy's like, he's also a rapist. In that moment, I appreciated it specifically because the story had transitioned so much that I 100% forgot how we got there.
Yeah, agreed. Hard agree.
Like in that moment, I went, oh yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Why are we? Oh, right. Wait a second.
The storyline with the dad was nuts.
Okay, so let's talk about that because Martin says, I've already lost my father. If I lose my mother too, I'll be an orphan. Neither of your parents are dead.
Exactly. Literally, exactly. Like, no, literally, that's not the definition of orphan, but like, good try, I guess.
So, okay. We find the dad, Peter. This story is so good. Connie tried to murder him because he caught her in bed with Martin breastfeeding him at 12. And then I shouted, why did you leave him?
Yeah, that's the thing. He was like, I thought I was doing the right thing. Bitch, I don't believe that. Like, that is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
He was awful. He at least is trying. No, that's way too little too late. I think that I do not forgive him personally.
I don't forget. I'm sorry. You saw her abuse your son. And so instead of saying something, she tried to kill you. And you thought, he's going to be safe if I leave him here. She abused him.
Foster care.
Okay. He wouldn't be. He'd go with you.
Right. Or like another relative. A dysfunctional mother's better than no mother. Untrue. Literally just blatantly not correct. Like, I hated that guy. He was so dumb.
Is that your poll today? Is your poll is a dysfunctional mother
I forgot
better?
to even do a poll, but I will. I completely forgot.
That's fine. I think the question is a dysfunctional mother better than no mother?
No. I mean, I guess
let the people decide.
On what level of dysfunction, but this level of dysfunction, absolutely not. Like,
you mean a child abuser who's also a murderer?
Yes. Yes. Like, we're all a little dysfunctional. Like, we're not that, hopefully, you know?
I'm sorry. My notes are in all caps in that whole section because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So annoying.
All right. In the end, Connie takes a plea and Martin confesses and he's going to do time. There's so much in this episode, but that's where it all boils down to.
Yeah, we ended in a weird place too. Like, we didn't really see any conclusion, I don't feel.
No, we got told the conclusion.
Yeah, which was like, we ran out of time.
I would have loved to have seen Michelle Gomez on the stand.
Period. I was just gonna say that. Like, we really, like, that would have been
the best.
That would have been the best. Yeah.
Like, remember the episode where the son shoots his best friend because he thinks his mother's getting raped, and then she takes the stand and like lies a bunch of shit?
Maybe.
Oh God, it's such a good episode. Well, anyway, the mom takes the stand and she's like, my son was jealous because he's in love with me and whatever. And then later she like changes her story. Anyway, I wanted that. I wanted to see Michelle Gomez pull that shit.
Dude, she would have been so good / like horrible on the stand.
Yes.
But at least you got the hallway scene, the courthouse scene.
The
anything for your son too. Don't act like you wouldn't.
The mother to mother scene.
Yeah.
Let's also talk about Muncie and Churlish because they are now on better terms, which we're not going to talk about what happened in previous episodes, but I'm just going to say Muncie thinks her brother's dating somebody. I'm predicting it now. Is churlish. Based on the last episode, which we're not going to talk about, I'm just predicting it on the record. Muncie's brother is dating churlish.
I'm in a unique situation where I have not seen the last few episodes because I've not had time really, and I like to watch them fresh before we talk about them. But so my point of view, my perspective, I was like, oh, love it. Love these two teaming up. Love the two young new women. Like, I'm here for that. I'm so sick of like
you're missing so much context.
I'm missing so much context, but I was just like so oblivious, happy that we like are getting this because I don't always need a white guy in the dynamic personally, so I'm glad we didn't have one. I can live with this.
I agree. Where they are now, I'm happy. How we got here, I'm less happy, and we'll talk about that when we get to the previous episodes.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it along. So before we move on to our next segment, just a reminder, we will be doing 2 episodes next week. 1 episode the week after, and then we'll be back with the new episode after the 27th, which is when the new episode airs. Anything else you want to say about this episode before we move into best lines?
I think everything I want to say is in best lines. So.
Yeah, same. All right, I got the one.
Okay, I have many, so
I know.
Yeah.
Do you have the whole therapy scene?
Pretty much.
Great. I like started writing out. No, fuck it. Taylor's got this.
Yeah.
Okay, so when Connie suggests that Henry or Martin are jealous of each other, this is just a cocaine and Abel story.
Oh my god, yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah, love that one.
All right, hit me.
Okay. I'm deleting that one because I didn't have that one, obviously. Why do I feel like an eel flopping around the deck, gasping for breath?
Oh, poetry.
So the imagery there.
Yes.
Followed by Fox News under a cotton duvet. I was like, oh, so she's that kind of person. I am asphyxiated by your support, which like foreshadowing a little bit. You realize what a goddamn icon she is, right? She reminds me every day. You don't cancel on me. I just did. Like, ooh, the mic drop moment of that. The kind of optimism should be a crime. I really liked. Just shut up, Martin. I just shut up, Martin. Dude had his head on mommy's boobs. With the roommate, I can't even pronounce half these brand names. I was like, I really into that. Rooms in this building start at $1 million, and that's the real crime.
That's the real crime.
Why would I be jealous of a 22-year-old decorator with horrible taste? Go off. I can't believe you didn't say this one. Have you ever heard the phrase, a spoonful of industrial abrasive helps the medicine go down? No. I love how like that wasn't a rhetorical question to him. He was just like, no. No, we know. It's not a thing. You steal my husband, now you're laughing at me, you little bitch. And finally, Connie Parrish has a pathology where personality should be.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Woo! So many good lines.
I have more that I've missed.
Okay.
Was Carisi this cranky when he was a detective? Yes. And then when we learn about Henry Caputo, his mother's middle-aged guy Friday. That's such a his mother's middle-aged guy Friday. What a hard line.
Yeah.
He might be 32, but he's like a little boy. How dare you? He is 37. That man is older than me.
Dude had his head on Molly's boobs.
Okay. Yes. So usually at this point, we give you something. I'm going to tell you all that I have watched every episode of SVU, even though we weren't able to cover them. I did not have time to sit through organized crime. So I don't think, based on where we are and how nothing is out of context, I don't think we've missed anything. But I will catch up for you because I'm a good person.
Generous.
Yeah. We also have no new reviews on iTunes, which is such a bummer.
Okay, well, it's my birthday on Tuesday, and that's all I want. So if you guys could do that, please.
Yeah, please rate and reviews if you like us 5 stars. If you don't like us 4 stars, and if you leave 4 stars, tell us why. What did we do wrong?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, we're looking to improve. But I did send out a message letting you know that we were, gone for a bit and that we're sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are sorry.
Strong Girl Army says there was no crossover during the break. Thank you. How's it going over there in organized crime? What's happening? That show. I don't know why it still exists.
It's just not our kind of storylines.
Is not. But based on the most recent trailer, it looks like they're trying to make Stabler and Belle a thing. She gay. She real gay. They can't be a thing.
Like, why?
Ooh, there's a new storyline though.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks.
Love it.
Oh, and then another new storyline. Oops, all right. Well, I'll catch up at some point. All right, weekly poll.
Forgot to do one. Sorry.
What's last week? What's the last one?
Oh yeah, I'm off my game. We have not done this in a minute in night shows.
I'm so glad I keep an outline so that I don't.
I'm literally so sorry, guys. Okay, hold on.
So,
okay. Is that no? February 19th isn't the last one. What? Right? I'm so sorry. It must have been. Okay, I guess 24/14 is the last one we did.
Yes, 14 is the last one.
Okay, I was like, wow. Okay, so oh my god, the poll was, do you know what was going on with the jar of pickles? Because this was an episode. Yes.
I forgot about that.
In second place was no, literally what was that, with 46.7%. In first place it was clearly symbolism with 53.3%. So very close poll. I literally, gun to my head, I would not have been able to tell you what that poll was. Like, but there we go. And this week I'll tweet, is a dysfunctional mother better than a mother at all? And you guys can decide on that.
Yeah, I think that's a good poll.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should figure out the poll each week.
On the show? Sure.
Let's try it out.
All right, we'll see what happens. Well, because next time we're doing 2 episodes, though.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. We'll figure it out. I cannot wait for next week. All right, so what did we learn? That's our segment.
I have one.
You have one? Okay, go. Hit me.
But not the poll, though, but I have that one. I feel like maybe we have heard it on the show before, and I feel like you're going to yell at me because we have, but I liked the reminder of what fawning was.
You know what? I had not heard that one before, I believe.
And so I really like that. And I like that it was Muncie the one saying it, because I was like, okay, she's learning and she knows now. And so I liked that we got the vocab in there.
Yes, that is a new one. I believe, I know we've heard like fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
Is fawning the freeze?
I think so. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. And then she was like, I'm nobody's fawn, which I like that line.
It's interesting because later before she dies, when she's they're in the apartment being like, you have to testify, we're going to make you. And she was like, I'm fine. And then chucks the bottle of booze. I was like, I know this isn't pink clouding, but it's close.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Fuck, what did oh, you know what I learned? It's another quote.
Okay.
Life isn't pass fail.
Oh yeah, I liked that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's graded on ABCDF instead.
I guess.
But what grade are you getting in life right now?
I think that's the thing, is life, like your grade changes, right? Like,
yeah.
At this moment, well, I was gonna go, right now I'm at an A, but you know what it is? I think I'm at an A, but my test score is definitely at like a C, but I'm at an A.
Okay.
Like I think I've got it, and then I've done the test and it's like, oh no, I didn't understand it at all.
I think I'm at a solid B.
All right.
Yeah. But that's the
Care to
poll.
explain?
What grade are you guys getting right now? Actually, I don't need to hold a fake. I have real mic. What grade are you guys getting right now?
Was that a fake mic?
Yeah, I did the fake mic and I was like, why are you doing that? You have a real mic right there. So I held the real one instead.
All right. What? Yeah. What did I learn? I don't know. I don't know that I learned much. I learned that you knew who Michelle Gomez was.
Yeah. It's special.
I'm glad. I'm very glad about that. Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else we needed to?
Michelle Gomez is Irish. Is that right?
Welsh, I believe.
Welsh. Okay. I just want you all to know she has a much different accent than what she.
Scottish.
On the show. Scottish. God damn. Sorry.
We really fucked that one.
She just, yeah, ooh. But I was like, she sounds way different in real life is what I meant.
I interviewed her for Doom Patrol in New York.
And it's really sad that you didn't do it before or didn't do it after she was on SVU, or else you could have asked her about it like you always do.
Me?
You've never done that.
Friends, did I at WonderCon interview the cast of the new show True Lies because Steve Howey is in it. Steve Howey, you might all know as the monster from Intent, which is the double catfish episode. Did I bring up SVU? You bet your fucking ass. Did he not care? Did he like not even register what I mentioned? 100%. Was he standing next to Omar Miller, I believe, who was in the episode Fat, which is Rooney Mara and Anthony Anderson from way early on. And did he...
Rooney Mara?
Yes, Rooney Mara was the bully. Did Omar literally go, yeah, people talk to me about that episode all the time. And I said, girl, you're going to come be on the podcast. So at some point, we're going to be discussing the episode Fat. You're welcome. Yes, Taylor?
Am I thinking of a different episode then?
From Fat?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Mean, which is the episode with Lindsay?
Yes. Okay, yes. Because I was like, no, she wasn't. Like, literally, no, she wasn't. Okay. And yes, because didn't she talk shit about SVU, but then walk back or something?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's the only reason I remember that she was in that episode is because she talked shit about SVU, and I went, "What episode was she in?"
You're like, okay, but which episode?
Which is so funny because my first episode of SVU that I ever watched starred Kate Mara
as a gymnast.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Wow, that's really special.
This all goes back to Michelle Gomez.
It does.
It does.
Everything's connected, you guys.
You know what I also want to say about this episode that I loved? Very early on, when Muncie and Churlish are talking, and Benson and Finn are very happy about it. And then we find out that Bruno comes and goes as he pleases because he doesn't need the paycheck. I have complained many a times on this show that when someone from the crew isn't there, I go, where the fuck are they? And I very much appreciate that this episode specifically was like, let us tell you.
Yeah. That's so funny. I kind of love how he just pops in and out when he wants to.
Honestly, I really like it too, but I really would like Churlish and Bruno to join the team.
I didn't know that they weren't full-time on the team.
Nope.
I thought maybe I missed that one of the episodes.
No. Nope. Churlish is not full on the team. I guess she's trying it out. And Bruno's doing whatever the fuck he wants because he's rich.
Where's Velasco?
That's literally a whole storyline.
Okay.
You'll see.
Great.
You'll get there.
I mean, I don't care that much, but
I know. You'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. How fun is it to watch things out of order now that they require you to watch it in order? It feels weird that they've done this.
It does, because usually it doesn't matter, but
right.
whatever. I don't care that much that I'm missing context.
That's fine.
I'm vibing.
I want to give a couple more shout outs because the story for this episode, at least according to credits, story was by Dennis Hamill, who's one of the writers on the show. And I think that, we've had some good lines. We've had some interesting stories. I think that deserves a shout out right there.
Agree.
I liked this.
Yeah, it was a time.
Anyway, final thoughts before we wrap up. Wow, short episode today.
Michelle Gomez hot.
Accurate.
That's all I need to say. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna text you some photos of her I have on my phone.
Thanks.
Yeah. So yeah, Michelle Gomez hot. I think that's where
that's what you missed on SVU.
All right, until next time, Taylor, where can everyone find you in the poll?
Yep, you can find me in the poll in a couple of minutes when I tweet it at alphabet_and. You can also find me on Instagram at Taylor_Gates_.
Awesome. I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm ever at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. You can find me here on Sundays. If you're watching The Arc on Sci-Fi, you can check out After the Arc, coming out the day after the show. If you watched Leverage Redemption, you can check out the official Leverage Redemption after show on Electric Now. Am I anywhere else? What else am I doing these days? I'm doing a lot. I'm trying to bring my Twitch stream back. I played a Mario game.
Yep. Mario Odyssey?
Yes, that's the one.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I did better than anyone thought I would. It was a big deal.
Like, not everyone has to know this. I could tell you this privately, but I need you all to know that I'm so bad at video games that I had to turn on like the guide in Mario Odyssey for like the 8-year-olds who play.
Taylor, I'm playing it only with the guide. I cannot play without the guide.
Good. I feel better now because I was like, this
girl,
is
do you not know what my Twitch stream is? It's me failing at video.
Yeah. It took me so long to pass the level. I was like, we're turning on the help.
Anyway, as a reminder, big news. Tuesday is Taylor's birthday.
Oh, wow. Sure is.
So please wish her a happy birthday on social medias. Yeah. Okay. Happy Easter, Passover, and Ramadan. Bye, everybody.